I divulged a little. I just bought this game. Don't care about the reviews, how it sounds. It's only a year old. The three major keys, and the only thing I'm gonna ask in return. Three major keys. Why about the new game? One is Unreal Engine. It's more realistic based. It's like the other game that I was just streaming. It just felt kitty. Like, oh, there's a boob. Oh, there's an underwear. Oh, look, there's a side boob. Oh my god, I can see her thigh. We all grown here, of course. We all want to reproduce, but we know it's not only that. So Unreal Engine, I feel that honestly that takes away that narrative. Like, here's what reality looks like. If you see a side boob, good for you. Either stare at a side boob and die, or focus on what you got to do. Two, I've always wanted this game. I've forgotten about it because Steam doesn't do that actual swap. It only advertises what's new and what's been paid by advertisement department on each game. I'm not calling out names. I'm not saying anything negative about it. All I'm saying, they got to do a better job of, and I mean Steam, not the advertisement department for each game. No, no, no. You already did your due diligence. Your job was, it cost us $10 million to make this game with everything for each department, including the advertisement department. Our job is to triple that. Boom, 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 came out like Battlefield 6. Everybody got to work. Less than 6 months later, boom, triple their money. Okay, that's fine. But anyways, I always wanted this game. And three, the key component that actually brought me, because I was watching the video as I was scrolling and to see what I was actually going to play, because I got a bunch of games, but doesn't feed my appetite. Three was the hands off approach, like make your character. Here's the open world, massive online community. You make basically. I have a vision for a game myself. Do I want to make it? No, because I know how it is really, really expensive, and I had the opportunity to get this game. Let it be known at a discount where it was like for like $8 or something. I just paid full price for it. Just pay for it. That's why I say my three keys. But anyways, hands off approach. The only thing I ask, do everything you can do. Not I'm gonna tell you donate. I'm not gonna tell you subscribe. I'm not gonna tell you like. I'm not gonna say you follow. No. Do whatever it is in your hands and in your heart to support little old me. So I do this for free on a cheap camera with some cheap headphones, no background. This is really me, and the reason you only see this little dandy is because this one is for work, and I'm on this angle with that camera, which is a lot cheaper. But hey, they provided it for free, so I don't care. And something that I realized today, I have the opportunity to go ahead and start from scratch again because I started helping out Twitch. I started helping out YouTube, or I should say YouTube, then Twitch, and now I'm in Rumble. This is my third time, and I was looking at this yesterday when I was chilling at my lunch break and seeing how most people have at least 1,000 views live nonstop. And little old me, I'm just talking to the wind. That being said, I'm going to say this. I'm really grateful to Rumble that's being flat out fair to everybody. And I'm not just kissing in the ass. Like I said, I started up with YouTube when it was bleh. Twitch came along and took advantage of that shit and it actually made it worse. They took advantage worse than YouTube, dude. Worse. Bounce from that. Then from there was Parlor, which is no longer available. I was in Parlor and I was doing very, very good until they shut it down. So everybody was doing really, really good. Everybody. I like that. It's fair if you're edgy, if whatever. Point is this, when you have a camera, you have to set your mind that people are gonna watch you and they want to be fucking entertained. And no, Russell Crowe, we are not entertained. We are not entertained. We demand fucking more. That's my point of view on it. You do with it as you will. So I'm gonna strive to do better. So I want to be like that grandpa. Shout outs to you, grandpa. The sniper. Ooh, Lord. That's my goal. And I do see other people on the platform here on Rumble that are my age, or let's call it 30 and up. When you hit 30 and up, you got goals. You take shit serious. Just look at, oh, what's one of my, I don't watch none of these guys, dudes. The only things that I watch is Fresh and Fit, and they're not good examples because they're not out there. They're, not out on the street like Speed. I know who Speed is. I don't watch none of his content. But the little clips are there. I think he's funny. He's a clown. He makes me laugh. He is doing his job. But you can check when he made that flip. It was between the ages when he became a millionaire. He went from streamer to millionaire. Second thing was spending a shit ton of money, and then the fucking switch flip. Responsibility. Now I gotta keep people entertained so I can maintain my lifestyle. Why am I putting all of this? Because he's getting to the age where most people in Rumble are at. The people that entertain you. It doesn't matter what it is, whether it's news context, red pill, whether it's IRL, gaming. It does not matter what platform or genre you prefer. The main thing is they all entertain you. And needless to say, all the people that are viewing on Rumble are fucking smart. Yeah, I stream it to the other platforms. I don't really care. I'm not making shit, nothing, zero, zilch, nada, not one penny. And fit, and they're not good. Not one penny. God is my witness. I'm able to show you any freaking bank accounts. I am not making one penny from all of these other platforms. But why do I actually, stream on these other platforms? Context. Context. I want to have, you know, pretty much as much coverage as I can actually get for it and I mean Rumble. Why? What? Well, like this old saying said, goes, third time's a charm. Let's see where it goes. So far, Russell Brand, um, the Messiah, the chosen one by God to lead us back into the path. Alex Jones, Andrew Tate, heck, Donald Trump Jr., even Joe Rogan. They all came to Rumble. And everybody has their opinion. You can love the names I just mentioned, you can hate them. But that's the beauty of Rumble. You are a free human being to talk and say whatever you want. And on my other account that I had, because Rumble had to actually shut it down, I don't blame you, Rumble. Just wish you could have, like, I don't know, something I could have done, like, save my account. I had about 3,000 people on that account subscribed. But anyways, any from all of these other platforms. But that's neither here or there. Rumble had to make a tough choice. I'm a small change. Small tamales, if you may. But for a while, that's the reason why I was doing good in that channel. For a while, that channel, my old channel for Zero G, which no longer exists, it was spelled correctly. That's what you see here. It's spelled way different. It's actually Zero, just the letter G. My old account was Zero, proper spelling. G hyphen Gee. Those that grammatically know how to read it, when you see the little hyphen, you know it's together. But there's that little in the middle of the whole word. It was supposed to be one word with two syllables. If it makes sense. I mean, saying that now it doesn't. But it said zero G. Anyways, I was doing everything there. I was live streaming my entire life on that one. I would go to the store, grab my phone and switch it from recording through Wi-Fi. I was connecting myself to my OBS. I haven't used OBS since the Rumble had this Rumble Studio. Why? Because I know it helps them. I know it gives them algorithm. Even if two, three people come in from the States watching me, like, who's this guy? I don't give a fuck what he's on. How is he streaming? And his stream sucks. How is he streaming good? And they start Googling it. Rumbling it. Rumble. Wait, he's using Rumble Studio? What the fuck? Some people might say, what the fuck is Rumble? Google, what is Rumble? Oh, Rumble is a platform. They click on it and boom, we got a new one. I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. All right, let's get to it. Let's see here. All right. EU. Would you like to upgrade and get the game context sooner for? Oh, it sent me to a platform. I was like, what the fuck? Okay, let's see here. Let's see here. Settings. Borderless. Is that how you go ahead and do it high? Balance. Quality. Big sync enable. Show blur immersion. Sorry, I like putting everything on high. I mean, that's the whole purpose of having a fucking, spending that money, making that puppy work. Okay, let's see. General. Wait, this game's not supposed to have waypoints, guidelines, story, nothing. Just tosses you onto the. Okay. USE. AP Southeast. Hmm. Role playing? I guess that's what it's for. Selene? I don't know. I guess it's just populations. I mean, uh, go figure. We'll just use this one. And since it's a role playing game, even though I want a chick, choose a male character. Normally, all of my characters are freaking females. Is that guy looking at the camera? Yup. Creepy. Okay. What looks like me? Oh, my bad. I was just switching these things up here. Whenever I get to play a role playing game, I like to do it as close as it is to my character. I mean, my character close to what I look like in real life. Yeah, got the monkey nose, all right. Does look a bit like me, huh? A bit like me. No, I don't know about those lips. I don't no, I don't have those lips. But let's see, what other characters do they have here? Yeah, I wish I looked like that. I'd be in love with myself. Oh, I'm a ginger. No, I don't have curly hair. Okay? No, not black. Oh my god, I'm not going to act. No, 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 no. No, no, don't come again. Now, this guy looks more Greek. Oh, I'm not Greek, but I am roughly close to this neighborhood. Uh, my ancestors come from Spain. I'm what you call the unwanted child. Don't be like, oh, well, that's just the way it was back in the days. Everywhere, every society will go and pillage on the weak. I'm just glad my bloodline survived because if it didn't, I wouldn't be here. Regardless of how it actually occurred, I'm alive. Thank you, ancestors. I have your bloodline in me. Ha! In your face. Ha! And I'm from Spain. So, yeah, sort of looks like me. Whoa, 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 whoa. No, no. I don't have a. No. No, 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 no. Yeah, this is more like me. But what's with this fucking Neanderthal type of sloth? This means you don't have intelligence. See the difference? See the curve here, rounded, forward. See how it is tilted backwards? I don't have that. That's what makes the not European, Caucasian difference between Africans. Don't fucking shoot the messenger. So no, that guy does not look like me. This motherfucker don't look like me whatsoever, but at least he has the proper fucking skull that indicates I have some fucking intelligence. Don't you fucking comment back, please. See? 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 It's already like 50% slope and 50% bump. Notice that. I like this game so far, and I'm only at the fucking phase of choosing a character. Unfortunate Europeans or Caucasians or white people, whatever you want to call them, there's a group of people that have intelligence and other that are dumb. What do you think happened to the dumb ones? It just so happens they were able to do one simple thing good: reproduce like rabbits. See? Savage. But my brother here look Asian. He probably is. But see, he's still with that slow type thing. I can get away with that. I mean, I can say that's what I want my future old self to look like. Yeah, yeah, I could do that. I could do that. Hey, what? What? Bro, for reals? What? Okay, eyes, space, wait. Holy shit, it's so much fucking detail. Whoa. Do you see it? Yeah. As you get old, your skin from the exposure of the sun seems to trickle down. You start getting these sun freckles. All right, let's see. I don't. Okay, that's good enough. Yeah. He looks much spanier. He looks. If you don't know what that means, Google it. It looks like Bob. You know Bob around the corner? Bob. What do you think, Bob? He looks. I'll give you a hint. Eh, God damn, Lord Farquaad. Dude, this is fucking trippy. Let's go with color. Black. Again, I'm trying to make them as close as IRL possible. Hair, facial details, jawline, eyes, eye color. Yeah, those are actually my eye colors. It looks like me. Eyeliner. What the fuck? Body. No, I'm not slim, bro. I'm like, yeah. I wish, like in between, but at the same time, more large. So, okay, confirm. At, oh, no symbol. 0G. Oh, only one letter can be capitalized. Okay, so what? No. What? No space. 0G. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Don't look at me. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Select starting location. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. But there's people on each of these. I have no idea what it. Davalon. All right, let's. There's a lot of people there. Okay, so what do I do? Oh, too much people doesn't allow. Oh, I guess it doesn't matter. I'm gonna die anyways. A living world awaits. Shape it by who dares to dream. Every story is different. Your takes root in a chosen only to dare to make. It begins with the heart of your own, making a home where you where your story can endure. From the humble hut grown as the homestead, from the homestead village rises, your home becomes the lasting legacy woven into the last visible to the every traveler who pass. Every blade, every cloak, every potion is crafted by someone like you. That right there was fucking what attracted me to this game because I remember when I was searching for, I was like, it was down like at number 30 something. I was just scrolling. I was like, no, I tried this one. And trust me, all the top 15, I already tried them. And nothing speak to me. Master craft, trade your wares, and leave your mark on the world where ingenuity and enterprises is rewarded. Ingenuity is the word, sorry. Beyond your walls lies untamed forest and forgotten ruins. Brave then and uncover their secrets and face what stirs in the shadow. When banners wave with open field twirling strongholds, lords rise and the castle falls. Alliance forge and fractures. Join the fray or chart your own path. But know that these wars shape the fate of realms and the story told of those who fought them. Ask the Germans that. Bonds that last. Allies are your strength, your shield, your partner in prosperity. Your friendship, forged from here, lasts in a lifetime. In the end, in those bonds, the legacies you carve together, that will be remember the 5th of November. Pax Dei. Shit, the microphone was in the water. Anybody? I didn't hear a cricket over here, a bird over the water over here, rocks falling right in front of me. That's how I was going like, what the fuck? Yo, so far I'm glad. It has a good surround sound. Okay, welcome to Pax Dei. You are in a Petra Dai area inside a home valley. Home valleys are relatively safe and are ideal for building your home. Here you'll find resources needed to start crafting along with enemies to fight loot. The Patrick Dice areas provide all the basic craftings and starter plus some storage space. Look for an altar with candles. As you progress and you can place a plot to build your own crafted and unlock more advanced craftings. Look for guineas and wood nearby. You'll need them to craft your first tool, which you are required to harvest resources and place your plot. Oh, okay. Providians or Province. Sun's already down on my end. The world of Pax Dei is made of five provinces. Four of them have home valleys where you can build in a relatively safety. Each home valley has a Petra Day. By visiting the Petra Day, you will unlock it as your fast travel destination, accessible directly from your map. After choosing the tutorial, press M and open up the map previously where you are. Check the Petra Day locations and begin exploring the world. Holy shit! Yo. Yo. Oh shit, and it has fucking um compass. What is grace? Grace is an eternal and account bond currency. So grace is the ethereal. How can I use grace? Grace reputation is God-given power from the miracles for yourself or those who care about you. About miracles, grand powerful. Okay. How I access my miracles. You can access miracles and menus by using the following key. Only accessible in world. How to obtain grace. Every day you visit the world of Pax Dei, you're presented with what the fuck was that? Grace into the essence of your soul. Additionally, you can perform offering in grace menu to sacrifice some of your treasures and therefore earn additional grace. Got it. So it's H. Summon a friend body. What the fuck? So this is my homestead. I don't have anything, dude. Uh, what? What? I don't have anything. Crafting pack using multiple crafting skills and recipes progressing you in the crafting XP every time you craft an item. You can unlock additional recipes by progressing your crafting skills and finding new items and unlocking the recipes. All the recipes you are currently can be found in a journal. Oh, okay. I was about to ask, how do I see that? All the Packside crafting players, you can make items you need for yourself, cooperations with others, and share the work. Playing in a clan is great for these purposes. You can browse the market by pressing tab and selecting the market stalls new menus and the other players are selling. Once you're progressive further and you have own plot, you can build a stall and start making your own sales. Okay, I need a crew. I need all of these. Guineas? What the hell is a guineas? Ah. That was easy. I just clicked on it like this. It's like frying aracus. What's a flint? A basic tool to cook. Da, 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 and it gave me all of the fucking. What recipes do I have? Basic alchemy. Longwood chip. Pa, 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 pa. Do I have anything in my inventory? Nope. Well, first things first. Anise, Bralo, and guineas. Nings. Oops. Got it. Whoa, you fucking make everything from scratch. I like it. Okay, basic weapon workshop. Fleshing table. Okay, so wait, wooden arrow, long wood stock, and resin. Okay, I need to make some shoes too. Okay, let's go in. Ha 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 ha. What? See? Welcome to my humble abode. This is where we start. Please like and subscribe. Share the content at least. Tag it, please. Okay, Petra Diera, you leaving the safety of the Petrolin area. Now is a good time to open. Oh, wait. Tree branches. Oh, on the ground. Okay. You can grasp your accumulation and cast miracles. Tap H axis the miracle, okay? Once you start exploring the important miracles known as Petra Mea, which allow us to spend traverse back home. You get free grace every day you can game, okay? Uh, whatever. There it is, wood. Okay, wood picked up and used to make tools, crafting in the house. First thing you should be making is a weapon to defend yourself. After closing the tutorial tab, tap on the main team. So wait, after I close this, I have to press tab in the menu and look at the hammer to access inventory and craft and staking points. Okay. Yes, okay, I just saw that. Thank you. I need rocks. Is that what I think it is? Rocks? Whoa, what's this? Oh. Wait, what? So all the work essentials already available. Ah. You can get more stones and other materials from mining inventory and crafting to make yourself an axe. Copper, thin ore, mining iron requires a better axe to search for copper and tin to gather start with bronze. This is what I was looking for. Guinea. Guineas. Is that right? Oh. Guineas rock. Ooh, look, there's more over here. Clay? Cool knife. Well, first things first. Clay. How many does it give me? 5? 10. What the hell is this? Oh, I can put my stuff in here? Cool, I don't have to carry them. Wait, I don't want to drop it. Oh, it's private. Basic health cooking. Four. Basic forge. I see, this is not mine. Why 4? Oh, it's equipped. Too hard? It said too hard. I am getting into this. Let's see. 4. Nine. Wow. Dude, I am speechless. This freaking game is it's freaking awesome. I don't want to be carrying too much, right? And I need to carry this. Unlock recipe. Oh, clay and lilies. Got a sneeze. Microphone check. Phew. I can do that. Oh. Anyways. Sorry, I'm over here. That's it. Sorry, I was just looking at this.
There is a park.
I'm really enjoying
And
this.
people are going there, and if they see a woman who is wearing, let's say, a meat,
Hello, Zero. What do you say? Think so. I need shoes. Okay. And food. Wait, what? I don't know. Just take them off. Now, I've been noticing all of this. Oh, there's a rabbit. Where'd it go? There it goes. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Where'd it go? Get it, 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 get it. Cut it. I'm trying to. Come back here! Berries? And like this? Makes sense. Resin, hell yeah. Whoa. Plant what? Plant extraction. Material hard. Extract ceiling, charcoal and water. Okay. Well, let's start with the basics and just see if I can find some more. What do you call this? Oh crap! Oh, hello. Hi. Oh. See, Judge. Oh, my first encounter. That was mighty nice of him. They didn't kill me. Sage, stone pottery. Ah, H. Hmm. What's that? Lily Valley. Another one? Oops. It's 7. Lily Valley extraction. Lily Valley extraction elixirs to purify, prevent from its ability to cleanse and protect. What's this? Huh? Okay. Just gonna gather everything that I see around here. He just that's too hard. Fucker. Clay. Take a quick dip. Maybe I can find some fish. Okay. Small Wolverine. Nearby large windows. Well, I'll give you this much. It holds up true. They're just showing me the ropes. Dandelion. Oh, hell yeah. Wooden basket. Okay, I get it. Where are the berries, like that dude said? Yeah, I'm not falling for that one again. So, how do you? Now let's go check out this here and try to level this up too. I mean, who made this castle here? Huh? Come here, bunny. Come here. I need some meat. Motherfucker. He just gave up like, it's too hard. Okay. Time to, I guess, go here. Gotta make some grub. Oh yeah, I remember I came up here to do a purpose. Dang it. Stupid rabbit. I was like, shiny, ooh. Copper. Phew. Charcoal. Obsidian? You're kidding me, right? Oh, all I gotta do is just hold it once and it does it until he runs out of breath. That's cool. Let me go take a little bathroom break and get some drink. Going in the I know for a fact those fuckers pass by and like, oh look, a peasant. Ah, I remember the days. I remember the days when I was a peasant. I normally don't do that. Put in a cup, but since I'm not being sponsors, I give them free advertisement. Oh, it's too hard. Okay. Is there any other places to mine? Thought he was gonna die. Huh. So a small knife doesn't do diddly squat. Uh, eh, mm, what? Oh, I was like, what? Mm-mm. Okay. Um, take that. Weight doesn't. Wait, I could just. Bro, really? What's the pointy stick for? Pointy stick, base it, but it gets the line across. Handspring. Okay. Wood shield? Yeah. Huh. Wait, what am I crafting? No, 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 no. I think I'm gonna need pointy stick just in case. Haven't crafted that, so. Oh, let's see. Building a hammer plots. The hammer acquired. This is your most important proof of the hammer at the bottom of the team and inventory. Hmm. Wait, what button? The right mouse. Okay. Ah, okay. Got it. Okay, so the hammer goes here. Okay. Equip. Plot and token. Build a home by claiming a plot in the world. When a new plot is placed, it will consume a token. A token secures the plot in the world for a month. You can use this amount of token to have an upper left hand corner of the game HUD. Plot will default and auto renew, meaning that once the plot time is spent, it will attempt to consume the available token exceeded by one more month. You can choose to turn this feature one off in case you want to have more manual control over the use tokens. Be mindful that how many plots you replace compared to how many tokens you get each month to ensure you can continue to secure and claim in the world. If your plot time is exhausted without being renewed, it will be frozen. You cannot build on a frozen plot. And after 3 days without getting renewed with that token, the frozen plot will be removed from the world. New plot. Nope, not yet. Where's my sticky? Stick, 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 stick. You can stay there, stick. And what about this one? And this one. Okay. Let's go look for a new plot. All right. It needs to be near water. Whoa. Okay. Now it's west. Let's go westbound. Find some rabbits or something. Oh, my feet are killing me. I'll be collecting everything right now. Uh oh. Cutting wood, cutting wood, cutting wood, cutting wood, cutting wood, cutting wood. Resin, yes. Uh oh. Ah, there it goes. Hey, that's too much. That's too much work for this. No, I'll die. Huh. All right. Whatever. Let me figure this out. Flax. Oh hell yeah. Flag C2. Wait, what? What the fuck you mean it's too hard? Wait. Didn't give me any resin. Typical battle junkie. Where's the PvP? Oh, dandelion. Go to the loins for PvP if you're looking at the map. Southwest corner, there should be cross it. I mean, that's what I read. Gotta get a nice plot of land. Duh. This is some nice fucking artwork, I swear. I'll be here. I'll be here. I'll be waiting for you. Wait, what? Automatically monthly membership, and well, I am gonna be playing this game, but let me go ahead and grind for it first. And journey ingredients, more animal fat, lard. Okay, I haven't hunted anything yet. Who the heck is freaking? Mm, I'm gonna build something right here in Venice. What the fuck was that? Yeah, I'm not gonna push it because I don't know what the fuck I'm doing right now. So let's just head out and stick to small critters while we get the hang of it. This guy had the right idea. Hello, Lar. Okay. Yo, see, that's what I'm gonna go build. I don't have any money. But yeah, that's the right idea. That's what I want to. That's why I want to go over here and build like a trade hut. There's 3 points coming. Tres puntos, ese. Can you do a first person view? Just ask it. Fuck, there's already an asshole here. No matter. Inventory full? What? There's no water here. But I see water over here. Ah, just give me sapling wood. What? Why is this all muted and shit? Shit, cuz.
Zero application, zero flicker, and a sleek design, plus a 1-year warranty. My skin is clearer, smoother, and glowing. I feel confident again. Bond Charge ships worldwide and offers easy returns, and their products are HSA, FSA eligible. Go to
Shit, cuz.
bondcharge.com
What
and
the
use code
fuck?
SCROLL to save 15% off. That is BONCHARGE.com and use code SCROLL for 15% off. I also want to tell you about Genucell.
Shit, I don't care. I want my EBT. I don't care.
Is because they're very
Hill. It's not like this guy's a
perpetual victimhood. Ethiopians, I don't know over there.
YouTube.
Ah, I see. Yeah, I think I got too much.
Hey, look at the setup. The set is different.
Wow.
That's how you know that we're gonna have a guest, a long form sit down. And this, it's a new lighter. It's very hot. I just singed my knuckle hair. This is a great start. Time to relax, have fun, and if you're watching on YouTube, stop. It's Ash Wednesday.
This last Wednesday.
And our guest today, you know, he's been here in the studio. Controversial figure, sometimes. I mean, he's always been very nice with us. Fresh and Fit on Rumble and Kick at 8 p.m. Eastern. It's the number one men's self-improvement podcast in the world. And this is a man who gets flack from all sides, Mr. Myron Gaines.
Thank you for having me, man.
Did I get the plugs right?
Pretty much.
My first question: which one is fresh and which one is and or fit?
Probably me. I'm the fit one, or I'm supposed to be.
Got it.
Okay.
And then fresh is the black guy who wears the chains.
Okay. All right. So he's black, and you were also black, but some of the colored folk don't consider you amongst them, right? Have I heard this correct?
Yes. So the blacks don't consider me one of them, which is fine because I'm not a nigger anyway. And
Coming in hot.
Hold on a second. You want to repeat that intro?
yeah, so the niggers don't consider me one of them, but that's
Okay.
fine. I don't mind. Not a big deal.
Why is that? Because you're Sudanese?
Yeah, so my family's from Sudan. I was born here in the United States.
Hey.
My parents were born over there, immigrated here, you know, figured it out, weren't criminals, weren't degenerates, didn't do drugs. My mom didn't leave my dad to take welfare. They still together to this day. We had a nuclear family, and though we were poor, we were able to figure it out, which is, you know, the foundation of any thriving society is the nuclear family, and I credit my parents for that.
So are they both Sudanese, or are any
Both Sudanese, yep.
are any of them pirates?
No, those are Somalians.
I know some. I thought it was both.
Yeah.
What was it called? The Little Bighorn of
So I'm actually very racist towards Somalians and Ethiopians. I hate them because they're
Okay.
like dirty pirates.
They're like dirty pirates.
They're not Arabs like us. We're higher class.
That's true. Okay, well that makes sense.
Yeah,
Funny
they
enough,
like do that weird language.
I dated an Ethiopian girl.
Oh, I'm
once.
sorry to hear that.
Well, she was far lighter skinned than I had been led to believe.
Okay.
You know, I was branching out. And she said, we're going to go to an Ethiopian restaurant. And I said, well, we're going to have sand bowls and well water.
I was gonna say like they don't even have a cuisine. What is a hot bowl of nothing?
It's that spongy bread that tastes like, you ever had, it's like Indian food, like naan bread, but it's spongy. It's really gross. But she was attractive,
Is
so I
it
put up
loaded
with
with
it.
sugar?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't necessarily know if the carnivore diet, I think it's whatever they can whack with a stick.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
that is sand.
Yeah, you know, I mean, I don't know. I'm sure it's the cradle of civilization. It's just funny that it still looks like the cradle. Now,
Yeah, but they're the ox for us.
yes,
We
okay.
don't like them.
So explain, because obviously, like, we always have people like, and I'm this way, where something like, well, people don't necessarily know what it's misrepresented. How would you, and you've been on the show, but how would you sort of encapsulate like your views to the uninitiated? What do you think people get wrong?
Oh man. So I'll kind of just go through some of my worldviews, and then we can kind of go from there. So I think women are stupid and need to be back in the kitchen and second-class citizens. I think men are better than women.
That lifeline back that I gave.
Yeah.
I think men are better than women at almost everything that matters. Jews control America and have too much power. A lot of Muslims are retarded. Let's see here. What else? Oh, Jeets stink. They're deodorant dodgers.
Okay.
Blacks have a perpetual victimhood.
Okay.
Whites can't dance and their food sucks.
Hey.
And you guys also don't control your women enough because it's always fucking white women that are in the front of every liberal movement. So I think you guys need to put them in the kitchen even harder. They're way too much represented in the college campuses and the workforce.
Yeah.
What else? Other races do I dislike?
Let's go with
Asians are
that.
good at math, but
Right.
still not cool.
And plus, they're odd. It's close.
Awkward as
It's very, very odd. Like,
Yeah.
it's an odd culture, like, where it's almost like we're from a different planet.
and the men are like cucks.
I don't know about that, but I'll assume it's true. Are there any races that you do like?
No.
No. Okay. All right. All right. So
No one's ever asked
Wow.
me that. No one's ever asked me that. I was like, because it's always the ones I hate, but no one's ever asked me like, which ones do you like? And I was like,
maybe you're just a pessimist. That's really what it is. It's not a racist thing. You're just a pessimist where you just see the worst among everyone.
you know, I think race separates us, but racism brings the real niggas together.
Yeah.
And that's why we're sitting down together right now, because we're real niggas that are all racist to a degree.
I think one thing you know this, and it's kind of the same thing in hockey. That sometimes the guys who people see as the most brutal are actually the nicest guys.
Mhm.
Are actually the guys who have some kind of a code, you know, some kind of honor that they follow. Whereas a lot of times,
Wait,
people who present
I
the
don't
G
need to-
Golly,
there
sort
it
of Roy
is.
Rogers, they do have two personas.
Mhm.
And I think that there's something to be said for saying the same things publicly that you would say privately.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's actually one of the biggest things that I take to heart. Like whenever someone comes to me and says, "Hey, can I get a picture?" or whatever, or and I chat with them for a little bit, they're like, "Wow, you're the same guy on and off camera," because they're not used to like personalities, like being the same dude on and off. And for me, I look at it like I prefer to, get some shadow ban, get banned here, demonetize here, blah blah, so that I can be the same guy on and off camera. Because I don't think you could put a price on that. And a lot of us here, on the more right side of things, we tend to be far more authentic and honest with our views.
Yeah.
Obviously, it costs us a lot of money, but I think you can't really put a price on being able to be the same person on and off camera because it's really draining to be a fake.
Yeah.
You got to put on that mask like, "Hi guys, how you doing?" You look at any of these like thought Twitch streamers, like they hate their jobs really. They just do it for the money. All these Sims come up to them and are perverted and shit. They don't really like what they do. But I think being able to be authentic allows you to, number one, do it longer. Number two, have that level of credibility. And then number three, be relatable.
Yeah. Well, I think, and the left has picked up on that because that's what they try and do now is poke holes in authenticity, right?
Yeah.
If the smear attacks come, it's not like this guy's a bad boy anymore. It's like this guy doesn't believe what he says because insert whatever here.
Yeah. And so I think like there's just a certain level of authenticity and relatability that you just can't put a price on. And I would forego, tens of millions of dollars, right, to make significantly less so that I can be myself on and off camera. Because
That's too hard.
when the mask slips, it's really
Yeah,
bad
it's
for
too
you.
hard.
Like people say, "Oh, you're a fake," whatever. If they catch you, breaking character off camera. So because I truly do think a lot of these like leftists that are sitting here talking about women's rights and stuff, they womanize harder than some of us. So it's like,
Of course they do.
well, maybe even more than me. So, but they fake it. Like Harry says it, for example, he got caught like talking to all these girls on the side.
Yeah, and I was like, there's nothing wrong with this, but I'm going to watch him burn because it's fun.
Yeah. And it's like, because he's like putting all this propaganda out, like, "Oh yeah, women's rights," and like, yeah, but he's over here womanizing just like a lot of us do, right? So that's the problem with these guys is they're just not authentic.
I think it's kind of funny when you sort of look through the Overton window and it's conservative Christians defending Hooters.
Yeah.
Like that's a real shift, so where we're like, look, we're, as a Christian conservative, I'm anti-pornography. I think it's bad for society, for
I
culture.
agree.
I think it rots the brain. But I also think that the idea that we can't appreciate beautiful women is ridiculous. So the same Christians who are like, hey, this shouldn't be on, for example, like South Park. This shouldn't be on during prime time where kids can see it. But like, of course, adults should be able. Now they're the ones defending whatever Hooters or Twin Peaks or whatever the slutty kilts, whatever it's called, because we're like, yeah, but you don't get to tell adults what they do on their own time.
Yeah.
We're able to separate the two, whereas now we're infantilized by the left. Like Harry,
Animal Wolf?
you sent a couple of dick pics. Is that what it was? Something like that?
Yeah, he was like flirting with multiple girls, pretending like he was being exclusive to them.
Right.
Okay.
Basically, he was being a player.
Yeah.
Which, we don't give a shit about. But like over there, that's a big problem because now you're like being, oh my God, you're being a womanizer, you're being a misogynist, you're being all this crap. And it's like women do the same shit. It's just that like when a guy does it, right, it's a big problem.
Well, because they don't expect it. Now, do you ever get in hot water? Because you're a lady, lovely, fetching lady. I think like a lady out there. I don't want to speak out of turn. Does it ever hurt you in your relationships where they hear you be like, we're all players? Do you have to say you're going to go back and she's like, you have some splaining to do, in Sudanese?
Well, yeah. Yeah, she'll say it in Arabic. No, we need to talk. So they don't because like I'm very open about that. Like I tell girls all the time, I'm not going to be monogamous to you. I tell them all the time, men lead, women follow. And, and I do want to be important because this is another thing that people kind of misconstrue about me. I don't tell guys to run out there and be like a womanizer, like forever. I just want guys to be able to understand women. And I understand for you to truly be able to understand modern women in the way that they move nowadays. Unfortunately, like religion and culture and all the things that used to keep women in place, the church and shame, all these institutions are pretty much gone or eroded significantly. So like women are incentivized to be whores nowadays. So I tell guys, get in a position where you understand women, where they can't hurt you, like whether it be with marriage or the divorce court or you're paying alimony or child support. Understand them and then go in with your eyes wide open. And unfortunately, in today's day and age, I think guys do have to get a level of experience when they deal with women. But I just want them to do it on their terms versus doing it on the woman's terms, which is what most guys end up doing in modern society.
I think that's good because I know you've had conversations, a friend of mine, Andrew Wilson. And
Yes.
we agree on a lot of the, like, I think you're unabashedly red pill, you would say. And then I get lumped in with that, where it's like we would have very different prescriptions going forward. But it sounds to me like you're
we've
saying
all identified the same problem.
the same problems. Yes, exactly. And I think that's where we kind of diverge and we can talk about it. But that's actually good for you to clarify because I've heard you say like, bang a lot of bitches to use your, your culture, your colored nomenclature.
Yes.
But you're basically saying do it on your terms. So if you want to be monogamous, if you want to not be promiscuous, then make sure you're approaching it the right way where you find that kind of woman. But if you want a whore, then, go to the whore store.
Yeah, and be able to identify them. So this is the thing that, like, so I get in a lot of fights with a lot of, like,
Oh, you do?
conservatives over this topic. So like one of the things, right? So I have 5 things that I think every guy should have, and I think we might have even had a discussion on this before a couple years back, and it hasn't really changed too much. Make 6 figures a year, at least $100,000 a year as a guy, be 35 years old, have 6 months to 1 year of savings, be in good shape, and have sex with 50 women. Now, this 50 women thing is what has a lot of people
It's the
perplexed.
5th thing.
Yeah, this is what pisses a lot of people off. Now, this 50 isn't a hard and fast 50. I just want it where guys are able to get to a point where they understand women to the point where they don't get into a relationship with a girl, and she's telling them like, oh, you're not going to get any nookie unless you take out the trash. Oh, you're not going to get XYZ unless you do this. So I don't want guys to be in a position where their girlfriend or their significant other can leverage sexuality for compliance from them, from his perspective. She should be giving that to you all the time. She should be actually the one trying to initiate if you do everything right, correctly. And the reason why I say guys need to have these 5 things is because in the age of Instagram, in the age of dating apps, in the age of where women have all these opportunities, relationship and sexual opportunities, you need to be what I call like an entry-level higher status guy. And these 5 things will put you in a position where you can at least be the leadership figure in that relationship where she's going to respect you and most importantly submit to you guys.
Oh, water.
Submit
Yeah,
to you.
that's a lot of
So
water.
that's why I say these things. Now, could it be 20 and you'll be fine? Could it be 10? Could it be 1? Hell, could you even be a virgin, maybe understand this stuff? Sure. But what I've realized is like most men don't really figure women out until they've had a significant amount of experience. And I've noticed it to be somewhere between 30 to 50. Now,
do you mean that relationally or do you mean that sexually?
Sexually, so that you understand women appropriately, so that you can identify. It's like like we look at World of Warcraft, right? Like you got to kill the little like monsters or whatever. Like she wants to level
I
up.
thought we were talking about women. You went to World of Warcraft.
This is the
Like
problem
kryptonite
with
for women.
How many women do you have? Your World of Warcraft?
Yeah, well, you got to kill the like little.
Do you hear that? That's the sound of all women drying up.
Or like you spar with a bunch of people in boxing, right? So that when you finally
Okay,
do that, have that final match against the boss, like you know how to appropriately duck and weave and do what you got to do to be able to win the fight. Because I do think like when it gets to marriage and long-term relationship, that's going to be the hardest thing for you versus just womanizing. So you need to understand women's strategies and proclivities and everything else like that. So I think having that number and having that experience will, number 1, put you in a position where you're attractive, and then number 2, give you the prerequisite knowledge and sexuality where women can't leverage sex against you anymore. Because so many guys are like, I got my sex, I'm going to do whatever she wants. And that's like the beginning of the end.
You've been talking with Robert. He says that a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
he says that. I'm like,
I-
Robert, you don't understand the dynamics of female-male interplay. But I will say, I get it. And then the Christian right prescription is, hey, you know what? The truth is people figure out sex. And the truth is people who are virgins who get married and then have sex have fewer partners. They're sexually happy. You're not
Oh,
married because you
what?
don't know
No,
what
they
to
are.
compare it to.
They are.
But so what? You know what I mean? I also
And
think
ideally,
that
just for clarity, ideally, if a guy and a girl can get together and be virgins, that's the best scenario.
So you would say that
statistically-
too?
Yeah, statistically speaking, that is the best way. But me being pragmatic and understanding how women
Oh,
are
there's
nowadays,
anything I'm like-
where the average 21-year-old girl is going to have more sexual partners than the average 21-year-old guy, like I can't in good faith tell guys to get married as a virgin and them not being destroyed because they don't understand female nature and how women are. And like, unfortunately, the church, religion, society, shame, all these different things that used to be in play back like in 1955 are no longer in play in 2025. And women have no reason to really sit there and submit to you and do what they're supposed to do because they're incentivized to not.
Yeah.
Well, let me ask you this. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say, do you think? So I think you're right. We have identified kind of one of the
Oh,
problems.
wait,
It's
there's
there.
some dry skin in your.
Is that what it is?
Button. It's gone.
All right, thanks, appreciate that.
Has a lot of blow.
Yeah,
I went like this. I scratched my nose right before we went on the show.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Or sunburn.
Nose cancer.
Do you think though that there is a way to incentivize guys to only look for the right women, and eventually this problem goes away because women won't be able to find any guys because they're not looking for women that are sleeping around. They're actually looking for people that have some character. And,
Bro,
I don't know what the qualities in women that we've always looked for.
What
so instead of
quality?
incentivize, like saying, "Hey, go out and sleep with 50 so you understand them," just say, "Just don't play their game. Just find virtuous women, and therefore we will get rid of this problem by doing that."
the virtuous
only problem with
women
that
are the
is
ones that were
so
hoes
when women run
before.
game, what they do is when they find a guy that they like, they'll sell purity. And
Oh yeah, no,
yeah,
no,
we all know like we sell success.
seen those
they sell
stories,
purity.
yes.
So like my thing is like and this is another reason why.
All right, what about an app? A purity app. Follow
Purity
me
app?
here. No, I'm just kidding.
You could ask some questions to it, and then I can. Yeah.
Dating a water filter? What is
Yeah,
that?
but yeah, like the thing is, guys need to be able to identify when girls are lying to them and they're selling purity. And this is why I tell guys actually like date a girl for 6 months to a year before you ever like claim her and make her your actual girlfriend and actually getting serious because you need time to see where she stands in her characteristics. And then another thing I tell guys is like see if she does acts of service. Like, will she do things for you? And because a good
I don't even
woman's
know
gonna
where I was
come in,
being attacked.
see- parts of things that you're doing that could be optimized. Like for example, let's say you like coffee, right? But she shows up at your house, you don't have a good coffee machine. She
I
just
like
takes
the
the
way
initiative
this-
and buys you one, right?
Yeah.
Or she has a
Turn
cup
it on.
always ready for you when you wake up. Little things like that, and you don't even have to tell her. Like that's a really good sign because now she's becoming like almost. I always say men need to be problem solvers in the real world. Women need to be problem solvers in a household with the guy and making them better so that they don't have to think about the little things, so they can go focus on the big things. That's where I think a woman is best. And people get mad at me when I say, oh yeah, she needs to basically be your assistant. But I truly do think like women thrive in that assistance role because it puts you as the masculine leader and the dominant figure. It puts her as the subservient, which is what they want anyway. And she's helping you become better. And I think that's like the best way it can go. But guys won't be able to identify these types of women or be able to figure this out until they date them for a good amount of time and see where she stands with these types of things.
Do you think, because you said women's nature, and again, we would agree on the descriptions, maybe not the prescriptions, where
Sure.
I still think finding a chaste woman is ideal, but I also agree, blind spot, women lie in the modern world because sometimes they're going against their nature. Their nature is not to be, is a term you use,
Hypergamy.
hypergamy.
Yes.
Okay. They don't want to be sluts, put it that way. They don't want to be dime store whores. A lot of them don't.
Yeah,
right?
I
But
agree.
they've been told that it's empowering. And so sometimes women are trying, the same way that guys who simp and say, hey, I'm soft, I'm sympathetic, I'm sensitive, they're trying to fill an archetype that they have been told is appealing, which actually flies in the face of our nature sometimes.
Yeah.
And we see more people who are sort of acting anti-naturally, women acting masculine, acting tough, boss babe, and men, and I don't want to use the term beta, but men acting weak and subservient, and no one's happy because it's all a fake out.
No, you're actually precisely correct. I say it all the time. Feminism is the blue pill for women, right? So for men, right? Blue pill guys are simps. Feminine, think that women can lead and they can do certain masculine things and they can like defer that to her. Like, yeah, it's okay if my girl like bosses me around and tells me what to do, like because they're idiots and they don't understand female nature. Same exact thing with women. Women, the blue pill for women is feminism and thinking that chasing a career, acting like a man, being masculine, challenging your husband or challenging your man is like empowering. That is the blue pill for them. And they bite it even worse because advertisers and society in general, like women are easier buyers. Like they're the target demographic for advertisers because women are the consumers.
Yep.
They like to extract value. And with them, I always say like when you lie, women buy.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what they do. That's why like with the Gillette commercial, we can even put in the clip here if you guys want.
Which one, the tranny mustache one or the one the guy's like, you shouldn't actually tell the woman she's hot?
Boys will be boys.
The one, yeah, the boys will be boys one.
Yeah.
bullies, a problem among kids here in New Zealand.
We can't hide from it. We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy?
What I actually think.
Making the same old excuses.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys.
Boys will be boys. Boys will be boys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right. And in that commercial, I love to use that because that commercial exemplifies the problem that we're in. We have a men's razor company, right? A men's razor company literally shitting on their target demographic of customer to appease to women. And if that doesn't prove that women are the majority consumers and they run, we live in a gynocentric society. I don't know what else does. And I always tell people like, well, they're like, oh, why is that a big deal? Men do need to be better. A lot of guys are, toxically masculine, whatever. Because that was one of the commercials that pushed this whole toxic masculinity thing. And I'm like, all right, well, what if Victoria's Secret did a commercial saying, hey, stop being sluts, stop cheating on your boyfriend, stop being attention whores on Instagram, like start making those goddamn sandwiches. Do you think Victoria's Secret would have a problem? They probably would.
We'd all be losers because it would be out of business.
Yeah, exactly.
And I don't want that to happen. It's one of the few, like that and Yankee Doodle Candle Store. Those are the only reasons I go to the mall, usually by myself. One point I would say is I agree.
Spencer.
One fundamental difference, though, and I think you would agree with this, but single men are very large consumers. Once they are in a nuclear family household, women are the consumers. So the marketing changes when they're single. Men tend to buy a lot of things, electronics, cars, toys, right? Sure. Once you're married, it's often women. And here's how I know I got a good woman. She's Latina. By the way, they're all nuts. But she buys men's razors. And I go, why? She goes,
a lot of women do, yeah.
It's cheaper. It's the exact same thing.
And
that's how you know she's not a feminist, because women go, the pink tax, get a black razor, bitch.
Yeah.
You don't have to have 18 strips and Venus people singing, doing synchronized swimming in the commercial. It's literally a tax on a color that costs more to produce and you pay more. You could just buy a plain black razor.
Yep.
And mine does. And that's why, she doesn't have to cover up the bruising with makeup. But no,
Hey,
it's like,
sometimes you gotta, you know what I mean? Hey,
I don't
what you gotta do.
but I will say, I do think a big part of it is recognizing women who identify that problem, because the truth is all women still have that proclivity of no matter what happens, but recognizing that, hey, we do tend to be more emotional. Hey, men are in positions of leadership. And the way I sort of present it when I discuss this with women is I go, you think leader, follower. There's no unit that exists in a business, in government, in the military where there isn't a hierarchy. So how about, hey, this guy's a general and you're a colonel? Yeah. Meaning everyone else is below you. Everything else in the household, everyone outside of your household is your man will defer to you, just not when it's an issue of your defer to the opinion, because he's the general, or he's the Secretary of Defense and you're a general, or he's the president and you're the Secretary of State. Like, it's literally the next position from the top.
Absolutely.
But nowhere else do you go, we got two people calling the shots. Someone has to be a tiebreaker.
Yep.
And that's not dishonoring. That's as honoring as it can be outside of the one general.
Yeah. And I always tell people, like, you know, basically, like, she's like the consigliere. If we're going to look at like Italian organized crime or something like that. You're the boss. She's the advisor, right? And then obviously, whatever, you know, obviously you make the final decision, but her input does matter to a degree. And obviously, the longer you're with her, the more value she's added to your life, the more and more her opinion matters. My biggest thing is I just want guys to be in a position where they're the leader, they're the final decision maker. She doesn't wear the pants in the house. When you're out in public, she's not embarrassing you, which is another thing. Like, she's, you know, you're self-deprecating like a simp, and she, you know, all this other stuff.
Like Steph Curry's wife?
Precisely.
Yes.
Dude, my soul died a little.
Yeah.
She's like, I've had to take him to therapy, and, you know, it's just, what? Your man's one of like the best at what he does on earth. And he's loyal.
And he seems to be a good guy.
And he seems to be a good guy who loves his kids.
Yep.
And she's just like, oh my God, he'll take a call during dinner. It's like, is it the president of Nike?
Yeah.
Or the president?
Yeah.
So
it's like, it's just absolutely nuts. So that's where I want guys in a position where, like, their girl's never doing something like that to them. And the only way is, like, when she, number one, she doesn't, you know, she sees you as a superior. And when she does talk about you, she should be excited. You'd be like, oh yeah, I love you so much, blah, blah, blah. And I can actually tell the way a woman talks about her man when he's not in the room tells me everything I need to know about the relationship. If she's like, you know, infatuated with him and she looks up to him and she's impressed by him, she's like his biggest cheerleader.
Building him up.
You know, that's how you know, like, okay, this guy has his stuff together. But when it's like that, where she's over here like bad mouthing him and complaining and stuff like that, it's like, dude, you don't have strong frame because your girl's over here saying this wild stuff about you. And the thing that kills me is like, yeah, like the guy is extremely competent and good at what he does.
Yeah.
Well, and that also goes back to Gerald's wrong point, which is, look, like, it seems like he did everything right. And she still is miserable and ungrateful, as far as Steph Curry.
Yeah.
No, I'm not talking about you. You've done everything wrong. What I'm saying is, but Steph Curry, no, you've done it mostly right. He got really lucky. His wife is awesome.
I got very lucky. Yeah.
He just
How long you guys been together?
We got married in 2019, so 6 years.
Okay.
into his 30s. You know, I'm not
Late 30s.
Yeah, I was like, it's not
Like,
gonna,
how long were you guys dating before that?
We literally dated 1 year. We got married on our 1 year anniversary.
Okay.
We were late enough in life where I kind of figured all this stuff out.
Yeah.
And everything lined up like we were talking about. Like she'll say to me, like, I can't believe these people are talking bad about their husbands. Why would you do that?
Yeah.
You know, like that same kind of stuff. Exactly.
Yeah.
Right.
and Gerald knew that I thought he was going to be single for life. Where I was like, I don't know, man, I just need to give it up. And he was so excited when he was like, I want you to meet the, like, I think she's the one.
Strong dad?
Me?
No, her. Like, does she have a strong dad? Or
Very
like,
strong personality, dad. Yeah.
Okay, sure. So, okay. So what I've noticed with women like that just get it without you having telling them anything, 9 out of 10 times, strong father or a strong brother or uncle or somebody in their life that, like, put these values in them. Like, yo, you do not do this type of
And she was a woman of faith. Like, she was looking for somebody to lead. And that's why I was going to say one of the failures of the Protestant church has been feminism.
Yes.
Like, and I know you're Muslim. I'm going to talk to Jay Dyer here in the next couple of
He's the
days.
Halloween 3 of the
Yeah. But that's one of the failures, like putting, kind of inverting everything you described about women just a second ago, about kind of the role and that partnership is described in the Bible. That's the biblical prescription.
Resin.
But we've taken that and perverted it in the church. And nobody's happy because of it.
Well,
women aren't happy and men are not
women
happy.
have taken it and perverted. That goes
But no,
back to
and
consumer
yeah.
things. In the Protestant church, it's women who, and that is a failure of leadership from men.
Yes.
A lot of men didn't prioritize faith. And so women are the ones who take the kids to Sunday school. Women are the ones who are often, so the Protestant church has catered to them.
Yeah.
And
Very much.
we've read, it's a real problem.
Yeah.
Where you will hear pastors sit down and talk about what a man isn't and what a man needs to be. And if you ask them what is advice, they'll just tell you, well, I'll tell you what submission doesn't mean. Yeah, but what does it mean? I'll tell you what, it doesn't mean this. Like, yeah, but can you call half of this place to the mat? And they don't.
Yeah, and that's, I'm really glad that you said that. And that's just not a problem within the Protestant church. That's a problem in society in general, whether you know, whether in the confinements of religion or not. Like, women's roles nowadays are ambiguous. They can behave like a man when they want. They can behave like a lady when they want, and they're able to kind of what I call the proverbial double dipping, where they could demand on one end, you better pay for the date and treat me like a lady. But on the other hand, they could say, I'm a boss babe and I don't need to listen to you. And this puts us in a very weird position because now she wants me to adhere to all my duties, but she's not adhering to hers. She could talk back to me, but I'm responsible for anything if it goes wrong. So I have basically all this responsibility with no authority. And my thing is, whether, it's the advice I dispense with having those 5 things in place, with the 50 bodies, certain money, being in shape, etc., or, vetting a girl for 6 months to 12, 6 to 12 months. My biggest thing is I just want men to be in the position where they are the decider. You want to be monogamous? Fantastic. Do it. You want to have multiple girlfriends? Fantastic. Do it. But you need to be the one dictating how things go, not the women. That's really the only biggest, that's why I do what I do, is so that men understand that they need to be the leaders. And to be the leader, you need to have these things in place and also understand what you're dealing with on the other end, because women are 20.
It's exactly what the game.
Which,
First-
guys make this egregious mistake and think that they are.
Yeah, that's where it differs. For me, the prescription is, yeah.
It's the first time I've actually seen a game that it's what it advertises. Every other thing, you pretty much have a guide to it. You know what I mean? There's no guide here. But I know I need A, water, B, home, C, food. Okay, I think that's enough. And before I bounce from here again, because I already got like murder once. Let me go and get whatever I can and take with me. Is there like a auto function? Just at least an auto function to run. P L N.
I know that you're talking to me in a way that you wouldn't to your former Puerto Rican boyfriend or whoever it is.
Or Jamal.
And you're just like, and so what do? Like, it doesn't matter how stern you are, like, you can be walked all over. And that is a problem that I think a lot of men just don't know how to solve. Where they can be hit, where they can be cheated on. A woman could hit a man, cheat on him, leave him, and take half. And so they're checking out. And so I do think that the Protestant church has come up short with a lot of solutions. And I certainly wouldn't go to Islam, but
we smack on them.
I know you do.
We tolerate them.
Yeah. So I do understand that. I still think that is what we should stress, and I don't think that going on the path of poly and relationship. But I get it, and I remember going, the fact that I'm not, because in other words, the promise I've made to myself, where I'm not going to swat you, where if you were a guy, you'd be going off the balcony. I know it's used against it.
Yeah, and since and I'm glad you said that, since we can no longer use violence to curb women, shucks, we have to, oh man, we have to do something else. And what I always say is, the only leverage you have as a man is your ability to walk away. Now, am I saying, guys,
right, and that's
run around and smash a bunch of girls or whatever? No, but you being able to not be monogamous is what keeps women in line. Because I always said, when you have other women in line, your girl will be in line and follow what she's supposed to do, because she knows that you can get up and leave because you keep your sexual market value high. You stay the guy.
Change the language, because I agree with it. I think maybe it might help to change language to as opposed to like getting what you want. Like, in other words, if you are going to meet her expectations. In other words, like if she gets what she wants, she has to meet expectations.
Okay, let's go ahead and build our new spot.
But it's just like, hey, we both have expectations. You got to meet yours. You can't hold me to a promise. You're not holding yourself to it.
Yeah, no, and the problem is that guys don't hold, make sure they don't hold the woman to a standard, which is
the legal system forbids it.
Yeah, precisely. And she has every incentive to actually break the contract. What I tell guys is like, this is why you got to. This is
Let's reach that waterfront over there.
You have all these things in place. You're an attractive man, and most importantly, other men respect you, and other women want to.
I'll definitely die. I'm trying to build my first at least hut, house.
they're kind of like they're the buyers, right? So like if you get a car, right, you get a really nice car, right, as a woman, right? Like
You're gonna need a
car
horse.
for high mileage, but we can go ahead and do it on the other side. So if she feels like she bought a car, right, and everywhere she goes, this car is getting people are enamored by it, asking questions like, "Oh my God, so that blah blah blah. That's a good thing, is rare, what blah." Like she's constantly getting attention and compliments on it, or like people are looking at it. She knows that she got a good deal. But if she's not constantly being reminded that her guy is that guy, she loses attraction a little bit. And that's the thing that's kind of sucks with women, which is another thing I need to tell guys is like, because they don't understand it. Women are attracted to status, and women are attracted to men that already have other women. We don't need that because we're decision makers on our own, and we're capable of like independent thought. Like, for example, right? Let's say all of us were single and you guys weren't married. If Gerald's a hot girl and down the street, and he's like, "Oh man, she's hot," and we said, "Dude, she looks weird. What are you talking about?" Go talk to women. He doesn't need us to co-sign that girl for him to be attracted to. Right? Women aren't like that. They need to, they might be attracted to you, but if they see other women attracted to you, it goes even further. So they need like the communities to approve of you, and there's a bunch of communities for that. But it's a competitive drive. It's a competitive drive. And this is where the monogamy thing kicks in. Fine, you want to be monogamous, that's fine. But she needs to know that you could leave her at any second, and I think that's what keeps women in line. Because you can't smack them anymore. Okay, let me ask you this. Because I know people, no matter how we have this conversation, people will criticize me and you. I'm trying to be as fair as possible. But does love enter the equation? By that I mean, let's say, for example, you're general. Are you saying that women would leave that guy because he doesn't have desire that other women at that point, or do we allow for knowing that he was that guy and knowing who he is, but sometimes you actually do need to be there? Yeah, no, of course. I'll say that she's a good girl. She's gonna stay by there for you. But I think every woman's gonna have a time clock, right? Like how long will she sit there and you're like disabled,
butt naked, dog,
and have that security? And I think this is like the more carnal and bad side of human nature. Find the strongest man and align with that. So like if you can no longer provide that security that you used to, it's inevitable that she's going to be attracted at some point. So that's why I always tell guys, like, if you lose your job or anything else like that, don't try to figure it out. Talk to your guy friends. Don't try to your girl, because women are literally designed to be, repulsed by weakness by men, because that affects their security. So like if they see you crying or they see you get beat up by another dude, even though they might say, "Oh no, open up to me, I'm going to support you," like there's like some visceral reaction in the back of her brain that's going to say, "Oh, this guy might not be able to protect you. You might, need to change." And I've had so many girls on my show. We have like 4,000 girls now at this point. A lot of them say, personally, yeah, on our show.
Different number.
Yeah, girls that we
do like Magic Johnson.
Yeah, well, I didn't. Magic Johnson straight as an arrow. Great movie theaters. His son not so straight. But yeah, so like one of the things I've always noticed is like when girls lose attraction to their guys, there's like this one pickup point. It's either lost a job, right, or and then she doesn't have other things. And then the attractiveness is dropped off from there. So I'm not saying every girl's going to leave you when you're in that vulnerable position, but there's definitely a time clock that's starting. So is there ever, because a lot of them say, let's all relationships are transactional to some degree, sure. But is there a scenario where appropriate, assuming non-violence, trust that woman? Could she ever cross that in your mind? I think vulnerable, but in ways that won't necessarily hurt you. So like, if you have a dog and she sees how much you love your dog and how you show so much affection to it, and she sees the soft side, that's the way, right? It shows like your character and with your children, playing with them and showing that you can be a very loving father. I think this is good, but like when it comes to like you as a guy, like crying and showing any type of weakness, I think most women would prefer for you to just solve the problem silently on the side if she doesn't even know about it, and bring that problem to her and have her help you with it. Now, am I saying that she'll leave you? Of course not. No, she'll be like, yeah, let's go at this together. It's us against the world. Someone will embrace it.
Oh, this is for clan.
And until they hit that problem.
No.
Why if you don't have to? Because women are, there's respond so strongly to security or lack of it, I wouldn't even chance it.
Yeah, and I think men respond intense to stability that's created by the woman. That's a really big thing. I mean, either you're out sowing your wild oats, but when a man settles down, he's only settling down because he wants stability in his house and he wants to get from the world, and that's super important. That's both sides of the equation.
Thank you.
And for her to have to feel like the house is gonna be stable, she needs to know that you're stable too, because you're the reason why she has a roof over her head. So like, I look at it like when you have your problems, your masculine problems, you should always go to your guy friends with it, never to your girl or to your woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think too, like, you know, on this topic, I think guys have just made such poor decisions as well, right? So accepting so many of these things as men and not really pushing back and saying, listen, that's not what we're looking for. I think you're seeing a big push in that direction right now from men, because they're like, well, I'm not finding any women out there that I can actually have a lot of these properties and qualities you talk about. We need like a biblically based man. Guys would do better at just finding the character. And I think time, especially at the younger age, time is a good indicator. See how they react both ways. Like, see how they react in different situations, and then you're going to. I want to make sure that guys are empowered, but they also just know that you don't have to settle. Just because somebody's hot does not mean that that's going to make a great wife.
Oh yeah.
Stop thinking that way.
I'll take a step further. I tell guys, literally, you need to get with girls that are more average. Like if for a long-term relationship, like the hot girls, I'll tell you, being in Miami, having a few of them myself, they're fucking useless. And the reason why the hot girls are useless because they've never had to be useful, and they've gotten by on looks. They've gone by on looks for a very long time. So the most beautiful women tend to be liabilities versus being assets. So I tell guys, when it comes to like your serious girlfriend in your life, you're probably going to end up, even if you're a top tier guy, marrying or getting with a girl long term that's like a 5-6 at the highest level. Because like, you know, a 10 is like damn near doesn't exist. You know,
oh shit!
Where they've never had to really work hard for anything in their life. So these women are horrible to have as like your long-term partner. The women that are more grounded, down to earth, and
I almost died.
Understand their role as a woman. They're going to tend to be like more average, and there's nothing wrong with that. Like the hottest girl,
There's a lot wrong with that, but the worst part of it is now you have like these buzz-cutted, pain-reading lesbians who have an ugly soul also, but they didn't get the memo. It's like, wait, hold on a second, you're ugly. You have to be really nice.
Yeah.
Look, that's
the way Instagram for that one.
Personality's all you have.
Yeah, Instagram and social media mess it up because, like,
remember that one?
Yes.
The girl who you dated and you got cancer.
Oh, I didn't date her. I went on a date.
I remember. He just goes.
This is someone's spot? Holy!
I see him, and I just see Gerald looking at his phone.
There's the road.
Oh yeah.
I go, what? He goes, and he goes, does this look like the same person? I was like, oh my god! And it's like, and he felt bad. He's like, but she's nice. I'm like, Jill, you don't need to feel bad because that's a lie. That's not the same as the previous chick.
If the roles reversed, you would have said you touched yourself.
That's true, but I didn't.
Yeah.
You know the other one.
I was like, no, that never happened. What are you talking about? What are you doing?
Some girls will look at it like, if let's say you hook up with a girl and you told her you were a lawyer, but then she finds out that you worked out.
No, it's the same thing.
It could be considered like rape or, you know.
Oh yeah, because it's under false pretense.
Yeah,
that's what they will say.
She sexually assaulted me, man.
What's the deal with catfish? That's why I was wondering. There was one girl that walked in, and I swear, this is the only time in my dating existence where I ever almost got up and walked out without saying a word right past her.
Was she fat or was she ugly?
She was a deuce and a half. What? Yeah.
Why don't I know this story?
So I
don't have any.
You see dating apps, you see pictures of somebody, and I was like, okay. And then she came in, and she was nowhere in the ballpark of that, and I was like, and I it wasn't like gross.
Or her face just wasn't.
No, she was just very fat and not very.
Does
fat
this sound so much
picture.
meaner when you
know what I mean?
earnestly? When you say it's like, it's part of the course.
No.
She was very fat.
She was Byron. Let me tell you.
Yeah, I'm the whale.
And I was just like, it wasn't. Literally, I had pity afterwards, but it wasn't because I thought I was going to be. Oh, she's ugly. It was like she just lied about everything. I have no respect.
So how do I make it?
And so I literally went like this. And I was like, I have to be a stand-up guy. I'm going to do this. I'm going to be nice.
Oh.
I'm going to tell her. At the the end of this, if she tries to message me or something like that, I'm gonna tell her, listen, if you're not representing yourself accurately here, that picture was taken in high school, I think. Did you yeah, I did. I don't remember.
Yes, but I want to hear her. How did she react? What happened?
I don't think I told her on the date. I think afterwards she messaged me or something like that, and I was like, listen, like you didn't represent what's actually going on here. You just need to be honest.
Yeah.
So
and delete my pics.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say like, what he did. So this speaks volumes to like how men and women different. So like men are taught do what's right, women are taught do what's right for you. So like he went there, he didn't look like her pictures, etc.
Going to get to the edge of the water.
And we're blank. If the roles were reversed, she wouldn't even.
This is freaking difficult, and I love it.
Like getting rid of and cutting men, disqualifying them. I'll take it a step further. I think when women are dating and/or especially with whether dating apps or the internet, you're looking for something to disqualify you. Meanwhile, men are looking for something to disqualify them. We completely go like that. We overlook their bad habits. Women will highlight that and be like, "Oh, well, I don't know if I can do this guy or whatever." So women are always looking to disqualify, but like men don't.
Yeah, I had the closest thing I had.
Then what?
I had a date when I was a girl. It was like a Christian date a while ago.
Christian Mingle?
Mingle? Yeah.
No, it was Christian
Jingle.
Day. I don't know. There was a fish on it. And
plenty of fish there.
I've never, there you go. She was
I
my
mean,
white
there's
whale.
forests.
What happened was, now, to be
All
clear,
right.
I've been very.
That's a good
serious,
spot.
like, I'm kind of what people consider boys. I've never been in a nightclub. Comedy clubs. Pubs, bars, friends. I don't even know what it is. Except this, I went on a date with her. She was with a bunch of her friends. And we just talked about it. So she knew what I was about, and it was a nightclub. And I just there's a diner across the street. I'm just gonna hang out there. I was like, no, we can talk when you get out.
Yeah.
So
the first date was a nightclub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she came out with her friend, and her friend was drunk and obnoxious. And she was obviously embarrassed by it. But I'm not gonna lie, because she was portly, and I felt like she had misrepresented me.
That looks freaking lovely.
It was kind of like when you did the black and white and gray. She's like, let me just frag this. I'm like, why are you fighting Pax? I did the same thing where a friend was sitting there. I was like, I want this to end. I said, so is your friend always this big of a bitch, or is it just when she drinks? And she, what? And I was like, I'm gonna see myself out. Does that work for everybody?
I love it.
And then she still followed up afterwards. Like, I'm sorry. Do you want? I'm like, no. Did you not get the message? But it's a lie. That is the issue.
And not only that, the fact that you were able to check her and this is unacceptable and you walked out, that's a huge demonstration of higher value. Just like, holy crap, no one's ever done this to me before. I need to hit this guy back up.
Yeah, well, then I just didn't say that.
Yeah, of course. That's but she knew that she was out of it. Because when a guy's able to get up and walk away from a woman, that's rare to me.
Fucking looks. Wow.
And that's what I want guys to be. It's like where it's
hello.
Anytime, and that's the only way I've realized that women respect you.
Yeah, well, and I had 82 Datsun at this point in time. Got a driver's side window. It was in Long Beach, but I realized that wealthy girl was a novelty to them. Like, oh, let me swim around with this poor guy.
Yeah.
For a while, like, can I drive your Datsun? I'm like, you don't know how to start it correctly. So, but no, I agree with you on
Bro.
On this. And then I think
You can have
of duty. Let me ask you this though.
that.
And we'll probably get to your comments.
But
we don't have to. But
I'll take some of that.
I know you don't drink.
I'll give you some of that.
But how do you reconcile the sleeping around? Yeah.
Take that.
How do you go I won't touch
You can have that.
I know you don't, but I'm just saying, you've been very straightforward that you've had a lot of
yeah.
What else you got here?
So, look, I'm not a practicing Muslim. I could do better.
I got flag seeds.
But for me, I just look at it like, okay, when I give this advice, a lot of times it's from a secular position to deal with the new normal of women.
Okay.
So I try to be as pragmatic about that as I can be, and
this
I
is
see a lot of people, whether it Muslims, Christians.
This is fucking crazy, yo.
But when they're critical of me, they're critical of me. It's typically about this thing about you tell guys to go out there and sleep with women. I'm like, look, I tell guys to understand that a necessary component is to not.
So you don't sleep here.
Which for a lot of guys, they got, as you said earlier, sow their wild oats and be able to get a hold of this.
This is something that I was thinking of building. That's why I've been quiet. I just been, in my brain, like, where do I get? How do I get it there? When I get to a proper location that I want to actually build, like right here, what is it exactly that I want to build? That's something that I envision. A little bit
Short
bigger.
family, because a lot of guys can't identify this stuff unless they get their hand burned on the stove, unfortunately. And I'm hoping that my information can help.
Oh shit!
It's kind of a secular prescription for what should already be a biblical truth. I mean, the Bible is getting mad about, but it says it both ways. Like, you are not denying your husband, period. In other words, if we see that laws that we have in this country, it's now enabled by it's almost a modern version of it's like, hey,
Don't die! Don't die! Don't die! Don't die! Don't die!
done that.
Holy moly!
I look at it like religion, right? Religion, shame, family. It used to keep women in check. It used to contain this hypergamy, what we call like open hypergamy now.
Oh Jesus! I almost died.
The whole world to try to get the best out of it. Religion took away the worst side of human nature, because it's like, oh, you want to be a 304 and have a bunch of boyfriends or whatever, we're going to shame you. Oh, you want to be a slut? Well, you're not going to be able to find a husband later on. Like, we had all these things, these conventions to kind of fix the tamper on this problem. But with modernity and the degradation of religion and, shame and everything else like that, because that's what feminism is. I always look at feminism whether it's the shame of putting off a family and having children to pursue a career, or them being promiscuous and removing that shame, what feminism is really and not being accountable for bad decisions that women make. That's the structure of feminism. And that's why I think it's led to so many problems and why women are able to do what they do. So I just kind of try to you're going to go into this relationship, you're going to have all this responsibility. Make sure you have the authority too. So most guys go in there thinking like, oh yeah, she can have authority as well. No, you're not held to the same standard. But when you do a good job, she's gonna, put the shot clock on, and time's gonna be ticking. You become accustomed to a lifestyle. Exactly. And you know what? If I didn't tell her not to put up with stuff too, you're like, I always say, men will sacrifice their happiness for their family. Women will sacrifice their family for their happiness. And typically that's correct. And it goes back to the I said, well, he doesn't know. Who's judged at who's judged at the throne of God, the man and family? Is the woman judged? No, not the woman. So that is a spiritual. I don't know what how it I'll get to the analogy. It's very simple. It's like you will be judged as the man. Yeah. And so that was let her drive. What? Yeah. Well, it was leading me to the question of I want to sort of having the phones take over time. We can talk about keeping women in line. Okay, sure. Outside of keeping your faith, men in line, or if you're going to make a case, how do you make the case for what your spouse is? I believe it truly is better for all of us, but two women where they don't restrict. Because we do need to do that.
Perfect.
It should have to be a moral duty.
But I don't see the road.
Actually will make for a more loving relationship and environment that will happen.
Okay, so like why following your man and everything else is going to make them?
Yeah, why your prescription is actually good, better for women than what they're currently.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. It's because,
Here's the split.
Most Americans hate their jobs, right? And this is going to obviously include women. I would say, like, being with a guy, because I'm a big proponent of the man needs to be the breadwinner. Women should be working from an elective standpoint, not a mandatory standpoint. She should be prioritizing kids. And, if women follow what I say on all fronts, I think, if you're going to go.
But I don't want to pay a monthly
You're not
thingy.
going 50-50 on anything. You also have a role on your side where if you're going to tell them to make that sandwich, well, that sandwich needs to be paid for by you with all the ingredients in the house, right? Right. So I'm a true believer. Like,
man your battle stations.
Yes.
Aye. Yes, sir. You get it because you're on a team.
Precisely. So you can't sit there and tell her,
why not?
But you're a loser yourself. This is why I say 35 years old, make 6 figures a year, have these things in place so that you can be that entry level, higher status guy where she can respect you. I look at women. I use a Pokemon analogy a lot of the time, so I might be. I don't know if you guys are familiar with Pokemon, but you need to have gym bags.
We have a version of it that we're familiar with.
It's a Pokemon and racial sport. It's a game. You'll play it. Yeah.
Okay.
It's hilarious.
What are the
Okay, next, please.
Give us a name.
Block.
The Japanese are very
Press the
racist.
right button.
very
You need the resources to enter the bill.
Yeah, they definitely don't. I
Okay.
can tell you that. Holy. I I'm a real estate investor too. Every time I got to evict someone, it's a fucking black woman. Every fucking time the Shaniquas don't want to pay their damn rent.
Okay, but now make the case to Shaniqua.
Sorry, yeah. So Shaniqua, the reason why you need to stick with fucking Jamal,
Items
okay?
such as chests are
Because if Jamal's
decorated
not a
in
fucking idiot, he's gonna pay all the
craft,
bills, take care of you, allow you to be in your
craft,
feminine.
most
When you're in your feminine, you're just gonna naturally be more happy.
clothing,
And you don't have to
basic.
really think about anything that's too serious, right? You're focusing more about like, oh, what drapes are gonna look good versus, oh man, I gotta pay the rent. This sucks. So I think with women, if they follow my advice and they find that guy that's a provider and protector and everything else like that, they're just naturally going to be happier because they don't have to worry about all the, ills of, competing in the modern world, earning an income. And then life is getting harder. Inflation is going crazy. Yeah. Things are getting more expensive. The dollar doesn't have the same value it did back for pre-COVID. So I think it behooves them to be a woman, find a guy to take care of them. Obviously, if you want to work, you can do that too, but it's got to be from an elective standpoint and if your guys are okay with it. And focus on having a family, man. I think we lied to them a lot, telling them like, oh yeah, pursue a career and make a bunch of money.
You have to make a choice.
You have to make a choice.
And we don't have a choice. That's like men don't have a choice. Yeah, I had that conversation with.
If you want to pursue a career later, sure. Have your kids, have your family, get that out of the way, and then when the kids are out of school, you can still pursue.
Well, that's important too, because that's a big lie. When feminists would say, and women weren't able to work. That's not true. They were nurses. They would go to school. They would do it the kids were raised.
They would a small side job or something like that from the house.
Yeah, or
like
full-time
something.
once they were empty nesters.
No, I mean, the kids. My mom did the same thing. That's what they've gotten so wrong. Like women have the ability to do amazing, but men don't have the ability to do life, right? And care for life in ways that we're not really built to do. Yeah. And you've traded that in. Something that gave fulfillment and purpose to life.
Please let it be the rocks that I need.
And that is a crazy trade.
Yep.
It's appropriate. So it's like it's no wonder these like feminists and these girls that are super educated and make money.
All right, let me go
They find
ahead.
themselves asleep at night because they might make $100,000 a month because they're maybe advanced out or they make a bunch of money doing with XYZ, or 6 figures a year. It doesn't matter because they still got to go to sleep at night every day by themselves. And for women are people, right? Like men were interested in things, they're interested in people. So if they don't have that family, they don't have that relationship, they're going to get sad. And the biggest thing I tell women is, and this is what I really tell them, you have a thought on this. This whole Sheryl Sandberg of, date the bad boys, pursue your career, have fun in your 20s, and then go ahead and have kids later on. This is a failed system. It's a Jewish system.
Wait.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, but you're the bad. You're the bad boy.
Yeah. This is true. But then we just throw them away after on the side of the road. But yeah, like all jokes aside, like they need to focus on like having the family while they still can.
Yeah.
And then you can always do the career later. But we embrace it. Oh yeah, no, have the kids later on, and the next thing you know,
prioritize the kids. Like, what are we doing? Like, of course, we're going to have a worse society if mom and dad both just drop the kids off with a bunch of liberal, blue-haired feminists at daycare and school for 18 plus years of their life.
The crazy part is like when I go to college campuses, for example, we can discuss this too. This is what I tell the women. They're like, well, what do you expect us to do? I'm like, look, I'm not saying don't go to school. I understand inflation's a thing. I understand a double income household is like damn near necessary. I'm a pragmatic. So this is what I do. School. Try to find your man while you're in school. Try to have a family. If you need to work, you don't have to. If you need to work, that's fine. Let's start
she was halfway there. She would go, the feminist thing is a lie. They just say you can have it all. You can have it all. She goes, you can. She goes, you can. And that's what you have a choice. And that's the big lie. Men don't have a choice. We know from I knew the moment that I thought Cameron Diaz in the mask was hot. That was my first big question. But I knew, if I want a lady of my own, my dad was like, well, you're going to have to work. In other words, it was given. It wasn't, you can be a stay-at-home dad. Because it must
So the glowy ones are the only ones that I can mine. This game is freaking hard.
I don't want to sound like an asshole, but Megan Kelly women that are very successful, they're going to be masculine to a degree. They're going to be also having a family. So, and then also the A-type personality guys that they're attracted to, and I don't want this. I don't want to date myself.
Too hard. He's like, fuck it. Too hard.
While you're still young, focus on the family, make that your number one thing. But young women now are more, and I wrote a whole book about this, why women deserve less. It's less than 100 pages too, because they deserve less. But in the book,
it was written for women. It's a guidebook for women.
It's really for men, but like it's a kind of a woman could read if they want. But
okay, all right. Well, then I don't know why you made it 100 pages because I don't start. What is this? Goosebumps?
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah, I tried to. R.L. Stein. Oh, he's a Jew as well. But
oh my god,
I don't have any.
You
What?
didn't like Goosebumps growing up?
It was a good book.
Of course.
See, there we go.
Yeah, it was a good book. Books there. But yeah, like having kids is like number 4 on the list for them. It's like traveling, making money, career. These are all like for modern women.
So what else can I do?
6th, 7th, 8th place.
It didn't used to be that way though.
I think it should be number 1. Yeah, precisely. Everything else should be done. You can do what you want to do all the other crap, but actively looking for a guy. But the problem is that women aren't actively looking. I'll take it a step further. Not only are they not actively looking, they don't think that they need to perform for that guy. So let's say they meet a guy that they like. They feel like, oh, he should want me and pursue me. Like, I don't need to do any of this stuff. Like, he's got one for me. And that can be further from the truth because they'll meet a guy that they like, they'll play hard to get, they won't do what they're supposed to do. They'll just be a combative bitch because, like, I'm educated and witty just like him, and let's go ahead and have this stupid ass banter. What they realize is, like, a lot of guys don't like this shit.
They don't want to come home to an short and strip. Like, it's enough because they want to be just like on the night. Yeah. And by the way, of course, right?
Oh, not that one. This one.
But as long as you know you're on the same thing. What men do is stuff like, well, you're just out there working with your buddies. If you happen to have a friend at work, you against you, like, well, my friend not going to do what he wants. Yeah, right? So it's like that guy doesn't want to go to that job, and that is work for the family, but outside the house, that's his family. When he comes home, now it's our kid. Like, no, that's actually not his family.
Now we gotta.
That's a big thing where you have men.
I'm telling you, it's freaking hard.
Time to the man, my boss, and then my time is never my own when I get back home. Sometimes men just want to be alone.
Yeah, that's okay. Do whatever you want to do, and like the reason why we have like these cameras, you know, like to see all these innovations, this comes from men. The reason why men create so much, and you know, because a lot of times that guy has family has to support. That guy his system undervalued contingent upon him being able to create something. So all these innovations, a lot of times, creations that we have. It was created by men because they had a family to support. So, you know, when women understand that their position is to be
I get it.
It becomes a lot better. Guys, like you said, the Empire State Building, 14 months or something wild like that. Something like 10 months or less than 2 years. Yeah. Less than a year and a half. Those were all guys that were probably married, they had families to go support, and they went ahead and they were working their life on the line like that to bring back a check to take them.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. They don't want to be.
Yeah, and I think that's why so many guys now are because they don't feel like they have anything to perform for. Like men, we're simple, right? You can have a mattress on the floor, one TV, just chill, whatever. I've done that, right? We've all done it. Yeah, young guys that are, you know, our guys when they're single, but like. Once a guy gets a family and has something to really work for, that would take even one of the laziest guys to get them to be like, okay, you know what, I'm not going to step in.
Oh, and that, by the way, nuts. I had this tool man knows what I'm talking about. That flashlight that we have that doubles as both a flashlight and a lantern. Oh boy. It's this awesome flashlight I'll show it to you. It's like it turns night into day. But then you can flip a switch and it's like a lantern that'll light a room so it's not concentrated.
No.
And I found out I could mount it to the side of my bed. Bitch, I don't need a lamp. Yeah. I got this flashlight. And she's like, no, you're not gonna because it drive. I think it drives him nuts. It's like, oh, he would be fine with this. He'll be fine with this by himself. Mm-hmm. In other words, I need to bring some because he is so okay with some things that I want at my base level. He doesn't need. Okay, this is a different dynamic. I don't even know what it is that he actually wants. That's we materialistic. Men like cool stuff. Yeah. We're fine with very little.
Yeah, we are. We really
so how come I can't make them?
We don't do much to be happy. We need very little, and it's crazy that how women just don't understand this and think we want all this other stuff. You know, we're not as picky as you guys. And the thing that sucks is that since we're not picky, we can find another girl if you're not going to align with our, you know, what we need. And that's another thing that women don't understand is that there's not as, you know, there's way less, you know, Kanye West famously said this, right? There's 1,000 years, there's only one of me. Like, and when you're a higher status guy who's more attractive or whatever, you don't need those things.
Now I need to go and pick up a bunch of freaking rock.
The more you need to be realistic about where you stand.
Limestone?
Just like in heaven. What happened? Which, okay, by the way, because we're going to continue talking about this. If you are not a Rumble Premium member, by the way, of course you can watch on Rumble and on X and on Kick.
Play.
Yeah, so I do my show, Myron Gaines X, the debrief. I do that every single day at 7 p.m. Eastern. And then I do Fresh and Fit Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 to 8
Play.
time for you know, the day show we do, and then we do the girls at 11 Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
You do the that's how they
All right, we continue on the Rumble Premium here since you mentioned that. You just said.
I'm gonna get going. Gotta go to work.
But I accept it.
Only on Saturday.
Caffeine. My point is everything is a drug. And anyone telling them that caffeine is not a psychotropic drug.
Yep. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. I gotta get going. Gotta get ready. See you guys tomorrow.